Yeah, Connor, what I guess was the impact of having that flea flicker early to kind of set the tone for the game?
We knew all week, well, the past 2 days that was going to be in the openers, and we wanted to take the ball first to get a lead, and it was a big play. Great job by the offensive line blocking, and Towski made a great play.
Andrew Kaufman, go ahead.
Hey Connor, congrats on the win. Just what was the feeling like in the locker room getting to celebrate this type of win? First win for you as a starter, first win for Coach Drinkwitz. Just what was the mood after the game?
People were excited. I mean, it's great to celebrate a win like that in the way we did it. Defense did a great job at the end. Unbelievable. And I think everybody was just excited to get the first one under our belt, and I think everyone's just ready to keep it rolling.
Mitch Forty, go ahead.
Connor, you mentioned that the plan was to take the ball and try to score early. How much did that help the offense and help you to, after playing behind the first couple of weeks, to get on the board first?
I think it gave us confidence that we can move the ball whenever we want on these guys. Just gave everyone confidence, and we got out to a lead early. We always talk about starting fast. That's what we did.
Next one's going to come from Colin O'Brien. Colin, go ahead.
Hey, Connor, just obviously Coach Drinkwitz trusted the defense to go and hold LSU up and win that game for you. What was it like on the sideline watching them go and do that?
I trust, just like him, that they were going to stop him, not let him in the end zone. I was just telling myself all they need is not let him in the end zone. It doesn't matter how many yards they get. Just can't let them in the end zone. That's what they did. It's awesome.
Eric Blum, go ahead.
Hey, Connor, without guys like Kiki Chisholm or Damon Hazelton or Dom Jacinto today, what do you think of the performances of guys like Towski, Dove, Michael Wilson, and those guys who had way more playing time today before?
I'm so proud of them. Just the way they've worked all season. They got their opportunity and they stepped up in big moments, and they made plays. I'm just super proud of them and how they played, and they deserve it.
Ben Durando, go ahead.
Hey, Connor, when you guys scored that touchdown with whatever it was, 5:15 left, did you think at that point that you were going to end up back on the field at some point? And then what was sort of going through your mind and your initial reaction as that goal line stand played out?
Yeah, we just came on to the sideline, and we knew it was either 4-minute offense or 2-minute offense. So we were planning for both. We were ready for both.
All right, we'll go with Luigi Ferrara.
Connor, Eli kept mentioning how you guys didn't flinch, especially after a turnover or LSU scored. I guess, what was it like on the field, with just those responses and just, touchdown drives every time? You guys
I was super proud that we were able to respond after the turnovers, and we've got to get those cleaned up, and we will. But the most important thing is that we responded and got points on the board.
Randy Carricker, go ahead.
Connor, even though a lot of the guys have changed, this was still a lot of the guys in the jerseys and helmets that won the national championship 9 months ago. What was it like for you, and how important is it to beat that team?
Yeah, it was really cool, but in the end, it's just another team, another defense, another team that we're trying to move the ball against, put points on. So it's cool to beat them, beat LSU, big name. But yeah.
Kyle Pinnell, go ahead.
Hey, Connor, how do you build off of a game and a performance like this, both yourself as a quarterback and then as a team?
Yeah, we just got to get back to work, focus on Vandy, and have good habits throughout the week. Can't get too high. And, we just got to stay focused and get back to work.
Jack Sobel, go ahead.
Connor, other than that one sack fumble, it looked like the line did well to give you clean pockets throughout the game. What can you say about the job that they did?
Yeah, they did an unbelievable job in the run game and in pass protection. And the sack fumble, that was on me. I should have pushed up in the pocket and either found a throw or ran. So that one was on me. But they did an unbelievable job all day.
Peter Baugh, go ahead.
Yeah, Connor, what did you kind of see on the final touchdown pass to Nico, and what kind of do you remember about the direct aftermath of that play?
Yeah, it wasn't 100% how we designed it to end up, but Nico just found an opening in the defense. I just kind of had to put it on him low and just kind of put it in his stomach, so only where he could catch it. And he made a great play and gave us the lead. So, and then the defense took it from there.
All right, guys, we got time for two more for Connor. First one.
Connor, Eli shouted out Sean Robinson as someone he was proud of. How does he make you better in the quarterback room?
Sean is great. He pushes me, pushes all of us. He's a great leader. Super confident in the team, and just the way he's been the past 2 weeks. I'm proud of him, just how he's handled everything, and he's a great player. I love him.
Hey Larry, congrats on the win. I'm curious what you think this victory in the third game of the season against the defending national champion says about your football team and also the direction that's headed under Coach Drinkwitz.
It says a lot. It says that we responded well, coming into this game. I'm pretty sure we had a lot of doubters and stuff like that. So just getting this win to just prove a lot of people wrong, and it gives us a jump in our step for the next game.
Next one comes from Jack Sobel. Jack, go ahead.
Larry, it looked like the line did a good job of opening holes for you throughout the game. What can you say about the job that they did?
They did a phenomenal job. Every hole that they opened up, like it was wide open. So all I had to do was just take care of my business and make the second guy miss. So they did a phenomenal job. As far as pass pro too, they did a great job. They did a phenomenal job today.
Next one comes from Mitchell 40. Mitch, go ahead.
Larry, you come into this game down several players on the offensive side, and then also, face some adversity during the game with some of the fumbles. I'm curious, what's the message like on the sideline, both before and during the game, when you all are kind of faced with some of those adverse situations?
I feel like the big thing that we showed this game was enthusiasm throughout the whole game, highs and lows. Like no matter what's going on, keep your head up. Had enthusiasm. The whole sideline was going crazy. It was, games like these, you feed off energy. So how much energy the sideline is bringing when guys are in the game, it makes you actually play a little bit better, and actually you want to do better for your team.
Aaron Ladd, did I skip you or did you get your question?
No, I had a question. Larry, I was going to ask you, we saw some creativity on offense. I saw the flea flicker, all the different stuff. How much of the playbook have we actually seen through 3 games here?
I mean, I can't really get in specifics of like what we've done, but like I just say Coach Drink, he's very creative with his play calling. So we know like going in is if he say we're going to run it, we're going to run it, and we're going to execute it in the way he wants us to. So, and that's what we did, and that's what worked when Toski Dove scored a touchdown.
Mitch 40, go ahead.
Larry, what can you say about Connor and just kind of his poise out there, especially in this game?
He played his butt off today, man. He I expected that from him. I told the guys last night I expect nothing but your best. It doesn't surprise me because I know what he can do, and this is not even the tip of the iceberg for him. Like all of us can do better. Like I'm proud of him. I'm so proud of him, all of us, for going out there and playing to our fullest. But it doesn't surprise me because I knew going forward that he's capable of it.
Next one comes from Suichi. Go ahead.
Larry, you mentioned that with the open holes and running holes. Did you notice that physicality at all? That you guys were kind of bringing on that line of scrimmage and then being able to move those guys up front?
I mean, we always physical come out. My O-line is always physical come off the line. We get movement like all that. From there on, it's my job to make the second guy miss. But getting out of the trenches and hitting holes, my O-line did a great job today as far as movement.
Peter, go ahead. We probably got time for 3 more with Larry after this.
Okay. Larry, so last week, I believe if I'm quoting you right, you said that when you get in the red zone, you need to kind of grab your nuts and know that you're going to score. How would you evaluate, I guess, your ability to do that today?
Well, today we executed right when we had a big play with Chance Looper, and then we got to low red, scored. We had another run with Beatty going towards the south end zone. Beatty hit a crease, scored. We hit a deep ball to Micah, scored. Like those plays, when you get in the red zone, you have to score. And our defense did a great job today as far as I had no doubt our defense was going to stop them because as far as it comes to run and on the low red, our defense is going to stop that. So I had no doubt. But when you get in the red, as far as us, we have to score. And that's what we weren't doing these last 2 games.
All right, we got 2 more for Larry. First one from Eric Blum and then Dave Hatter.
Hey, Larry, it's year 4 for you here in Columbia. Where does this win rank in terms of the positive response this has gotten from the team?
I mean, it's a big win, like as far as like right now where we were and, these last 2 games, made a couple mistakes, made some bad mistakes and lost those 2 games. But now this is a bigger step and to put some pep in our step for the next game. But we know, like, again, like it, I mean, there's another team, but at the end of the day, we went out there and we took care of business.
All right, Dave, ended for Larry here.
Larry, what's the feeling like when you're sitting there watching the final goal line, stand there watching your defense pull that off?
I mean, I had confidence. I had faith the whole time that they were going to stop me. It wasn't no like, you got to have confidence that defense is going to do their job as well as we do our job. So it's not I can't do nothing about it. I'm on offense. So I got to have enthusiasm on the sideline and to give guys juice. And hey, they stopped every single down, 4 downs, and our defense held them, and it was great to watch it.
Hey, Trey, just, being from mid-Missouri, what does this win mean to you to beat a team like the defending national champs in Drinkwitz's first game?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, as far as I've been here at Mizzou, I haven't got the chance to play LSU. And then just coming in and getting the job done like this, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to the city. You should just see, like, it seemed like the stadium was filling up as we started winning. So, I mean, it's a really good feeling for me and the city.
Colin O'Brien, go ahead.
Hey, Trey, I don't necessarily mean to ask you about specifics just because it can be guys' personal info, but what did the D-line have to go through this week in practice to get ready for this point, just with not knowing who was going to be able to play and then to come out with a performance like they did today?
We're really coming out of Tennessee, coming from that game and just going back and making corrections and just getting ready for LSU. We just knew that we couldn't have those mistakes from the D-line, especially, and from the defense as a unit. So we just made sure that we had to plug those holes.
Mitch, go ahead.
Trey, how did your role change, if at all, with the 3 defensive tackles out, and who else kind of had to play a different role today?
I mean, Markel Utsey had to step in for Kobe. Akil Byers was out. I had to step in and play that 4-eye, as well as Trajan Jeffco had to come in and play a little bit of 4-eye as well. And then that's just what we had to do. We just had to cover the slack for the people that were out right now.
Kevin Ryan, go ahead.
Sorry about that. Just to see the raw emotion from you and your teammates, how did that make you guys feel just to see each other just celebrating and happy after the game and everything?
I mean, I've never got shocked by lightning, but it feels what it feels like. I mean, at the same time, it's really exciting, a lot of adrenaline. It feels good getting out of that storm. Losing 2 games and coming back and beating a team like this means a lot.
Eric Blum, go ahead.
Hey, Trey, I know you just said you have a big head, but kind of walk us through when you blocking that field goal. What was that like? Just when did you know you kind of had the right angle or anything like that on that play?
Earlier in the game, when I tried to jump up, one of the tackles tried to lift me up in the air, so I did the same thing, and he did the same thing, and then I just made sure that I jumped a little bit and it bounced off my helmet.
All right, 2 more for Trey. Jack Sobel, go ahead.
Trey, can you just take us through that last goal line stand? Like, what were you guys kind of thinking when they got the ball to the 1?
I mean, when they got the ball there, I just felt like as a unit, we had to come together as a unit and really want it more than they did. And just us coming together and finding that grit was it right there.
Cool. Last one for Trey comes from Peter Bob. Peter, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess what was the biggest difference between last week and this week in terms of run defense specifically?
I mean, it's a whole different other scheme. I mean, it's a whole different other scheme that Tennessee ran and LSU ran. And like I said before, like the holes that we had against Tennessee, we made sure we had to plug those up. And so we plugged them up and we stopped LSU.
Hey, how you doing, man? Just Coach Drink said he knew he wanted to come out quick with the offense and set that flea flicker up. Just what did it feel like catching that touchdown?
I mean, I knew the game plan. I know that I'm locked in and I'm ready. I mean, as long as we executed, which I knew we would do, then I was ready to go, ready to rock and roll.
Mitch Forty, go ahead.
How much does starting the game with a big play like that just add energy to the sidelines and to the offense, especially given the way the first 2 weeks had started?
I don't really focus on the past. I focus on the present and what I can focus on better on the outcome. So I know that going into this game, I know that we had to execute and stay on point.
Eric Blum, go ahead.
Hey, Toski, when did you know you're going to have kind of an increased role this week with guys like Dom and Kiki being out?
It was earlier this week, and I knew I had to step up to the plate. And everyone in the receiver room competes, and so I knew that whoever started today, which was Bruce Smith, me, Knox, we were ready to go.
All right, last one comes from Bennett. Bennett, go ahead.
Sorry about that. Hey, Toski, I was just wondering if there was sort of a moment when you and everyone else in the receiver room this week sort of came together and it sort of hit you all what you would need to do this week with everyone out, and if there were any conversations that you guys had and what you sort of said to each other to prepare for this game.
Coming into the week, Tuesday and Wednesday practice, we knew what to expect. We already knew the expectations, and we set the standard high earlier that week, and we attacked our goal, which what we came out and did today.
Hey, Jarvis, can you take us through that fourth down stand that you guys had to win the game?
Honestly, coach gave us the call, and everybody know the call. So after that, everybody just had to go execute. They won 11, and I feel like that's what we did. Nobody ain't try to do too much, and nobody ain't try to do too less. Everybody went out there and they just did their job, and that's how we pulled out the win.
Dave Matter, go ahead.
Jarvis, did Coach Walters, besides just making the call, did he have any kind of special message to you guys when you went out there for that final 4 plays?
I mean, it wasn't really no special message. He just told us to try to get our attention, you feel me? But nah, he just gave us the play, you feel me? And we just went out there and lined up and did what we had to do.
Peter Ball, go ahead.
Hi, Jarvis. What did Nick Bolton kind of show you playing through some pain today, and what did it mean just to kind of see him have that moment at the end where he broke up that pass on third down?
That just showed me a dog, you feel me? Because he could have quit any time throughout the game, but he kept fighting. And I love to see that in a football player, and especially for him to be on my team. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
All right, Jason Madison, go ahead.
Hey, Jarvis, how comfortable are you returning punts? I know you came in to start doing that later in the game.
I'm real comfortable. Just take me back home again, you feel me? I used to do it in high school, so hey, it's gonna get real crucial soon.
Mitch Forty, go ahead.
Jarvis, LSU didn't convert a third down on 10 attempts today. What went right for you all on that down?
Like I said, with that fourth down play, everybody just completing they 111. Our team, we wasn't trying to do too much. Everybody wanted trying to do somebody else's job. We just all went out there and just did our job. You feel me? And that's all you can really ask for when you playing for a team. All 11 guys just do their job. Don't try to go do somebody else's job.
So we will wrap it up for Jarvis.
Jarvis, LSU through the air, especially, they started off pretty fast, but it seemed like you guys kind of settled down. What just kind of happened throughout the course of the game for you guys to play better against that offense?
Honestly, we just had to calm down. You feel me? Like everything, people weren't getting set up, So everybody just had to calm down. You feel me? And we controlled the game. We couldn't let LSU control the game, so we had to control the game on the side of defense, and for us to get set up and get our play calls out and stuff.
Mike, I know you've told us in the past that you're willing to do whatever you can to help this football team win, but switching from QB to wide receiver, getting your first touchdown reception today, did that feel kind of like fulfillment for you in making that decision?
Yeah, it definitely felt really good, and
just to see how the team was responding to adversity and how the defense was backing us up and how the offense was making plays. It was just a great reminder of how great this team is and how well we play together. And, just really proud of all my brothers.
Peter, go ahead.
Michael, what did you kind of see on that play where, it didn't look like there was anyone around you when you caught that touchdown pass? How did that kind of happen?
The corner was soft, and then the safety, I don't know if there's a miscommunication or what, but he was low. So when I saw him go low, I was like, oh, it's a house call. And great.
Micah, could you sort of take us through what you did after the touchdown? Did Connor say anything to you? Did Coach Drinkwitz say anything? Just sort of what were your interactions like on the sideline and everything?
Just excitement, everybody was excited for me, and I went up to Bays and I told him great throw, and just really proud of how he played today. He was throwing some dimes out there, and receivers stepped up and made some plays.
Dave Hatter, did I skip you?
No, we're good. Micah, you've had a lot of quarterbacks as teammates here. Just what sets Connor apart? What makes this guy unique?
I think his poise in the pocket is phenomenal, and obviously he's very accurate, and he's got something to him, that he delivers the passes whenever the pressure's on, which is a great quality in a quarterback.
Hey, Nick, I was right behind you in the end zone, that 4th down stop. I could tell that you were in a lot of pain, but you kept going. What made you keep going and able to complete that and get the win?
Just on defense, just a brotherhood. I didn't want to be the person that my brother's down. I feel like if I was in the game, I can try to make an impact to the best of my abilities. And at the end of the day, the chance came from Bled. Bled made a wonderful play on an out route. I've been working on that. He's seen that route 1,000 times, practiced it, studied it, watched it on film. And so he's already expecting it. And so I'm proud of Bled making the play. I was just in there trying to do my 111, just trying to see if I can finish the game.
Jack Sobel, go ahead.
Nick, what can you say about the play of the defensive tackles on those first and second down run stops, despite not having a Kobe in there?
Just showed that they're unselfish. If you watch the film, they're surging. Cutting the offensive lineman. They just basically they don't want to make the play, and so they're made for the linebackers to make the play. Let the guys fit. This unselfish guys up front. They eat up blocks for us all day. They did a hell of a job all day.
Mitch Gordy, go ahead.
Nick, when it's 1st and goal from the 1, what was Coach Walter's message, if anything, before you all went out there for that series?
It wasn't really a message. I was understanding that they score, we lose, we go 0-3. We lost 2 games at home. This is where we supposed to protect our house. So it wasn't really a message to be said there. We understood that going 3-0 in the SEC is not going to be good. And so it's just time for us to bow down, make a play. For best of our ability to do our job, do our assignments, and we did.
Max Baker, go ahead.
Nick, can you kind of take me through that 3rd and goal play? And did you sort of know what was coming after the timeout, or were you expecting, something that, that play that they were running?
I saw number 6 line up in the tight end flanker position. 6 is an outside receiver. And so I kind of assumed pre-snap that they're going to give him the ball some type of way, whether it be a pop pass, or out route, or maybe try to get him on a flip or something like that. And then I saw him fake inside and go back outside. I already knew automatically what it was. I saw the quarterback pull the ball. I just had to get my hand up and end up getting a knock ball.
Dave Matter, go ahead.
Hey, Nick, how much did it take for you just to be out there today? Coach Drinkwitz was saying you missed some practice, and what are you dealing with exactly?
I'm not gonna say I'm doing it exactly, but I've just been going through a little pain here and there, but pain's only temporary. Wins are forever, and so I'm just trying to come in every day, trying to get a little bit better, trying to help our team win.
Blom, go ahead.
Hey, Nick, I know you told us multiple times over the summer you never were going to opt out of this season despite a pandemic and everything going on. Does it being a part of this win make that feel like that decision paid off?
Yeah, for sure. Being able to win against a ranked opponent at home for our fans, our community, our coaching staff, and my teammates, that was always great. But it's not the end. It's not the end all be all. We still got bigger goals, bigger aspirations. And so this is game 3. Still got 7 more games in the SEC. We're just waiting for our next opportunity next week.
All right, Sweetie, go ahead.
Nick, I guess as a captain of that defense that's missing so many of your, starters and everything, how much did you kind of just shoulder the load of just telling your teammates to, just don't care about that and just continue playing and everything?
No, I really carry the load of our whole team. Our whole team. I did my 111. I just did my job, made the plays that came to me. Shout out to our defensive line. I challenged them yesterday night. I had an interview with the running back from Tennessee talking about how easy it was to get easy yards. I challenged the D-line to get a push, see if we can get some TFLs this week. They did a hell of a job. They answered the message, and I'm looking forward for next week.
All right, 2 more for Bolt. Peter, go ahead.
Yeah, Nick, I was kind of watching after the game. You were the last guy off the field, kind of walking alone. What kind of was going through your head when you were walking back to the locker room?
No, I came back outside. This marks about well, tomorrow will be a year since one of my friends, my childhood friends, was shot and killed in Florida, and so I was just saying a prayer before I left the field. I couldn't press that prayer before I left. I was dealing with some lower body cramps today, but I just went back there, said a prayer to him. I just came back inside and separated my teammates.
All right, last one for Bolt comes from call. Andrew, go ahead. Andrew?
Did you say my name? I'm just gonna go for it. Nick, just what are you gonna do to celebrate the win?
Oh man, I celebrated my teammates, man. My family's in town. I got quite a bit of family here, so I'm gonna spend some time with them. My little brother's an LSU fan, so I'm rubbing in his face for a little bit. But other than that, man, I'm just gonna have fun with my family. Enjoy the win.
Jalen, obviously, several guys had to play bigger roles than they had probably any other time in their careers. What was kind of your message to them before the game, and how did you assess their performance?
I didn't really have to give a message to them. The guys that stepped up in the roles that they had to, they already knew what the time was, what they had to do to get the dub today. So I really leaned on them a little bit more than they was leaning on me, if I felt like. So for them to go out there and just step up and not really be afraid of nothing that got thrown at them and come out and play the way that they played, I give them all the props.
Bennett Durando, go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, did you get a chance to sort of celebrate with Chance Looper at all, or congratulate him after that big play, or what did you say to him afterward?
Yeah, I did celebrate with my boy. I had to get on him though, because I feel like he should have scored the touchdown. But the big play is always good, so I gave him love for it and let him know he's doing big things.
Colin, go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, Coach Drink and Connor both told us that they wanted to take the ball and they wanted to score first and go over the top like that with that flea flicker and play from ahead in this game. But just from your perspective, how much did going over the top like that open up everything else underneath you guys wanted to try to do in this game?
I feel like it opened up everything because, once you start putting that pressure on it that we can go deep, now they're scared about, all right, what can they do deep? And then we start coming with all the underneath stuff, our good runs and all the jet sweeps and everything. It's just too much stuff to try to pay attention to. So it keeps the defense on their heels and really trying to figure out what we got going and who might get the ball and who's doing what. So it just makes it easy for us.
Jackson, did I skip you?
No, I'll just ask my question now. So you mentioned those jet sweeps. A lot of your production came on those and the end around for a touchdown. Is that a play you enjoy running, and how do you think it features your skill set?
Oh yeah, I love running them jet sweeps. That's what I was running in high school. So coming from my background playing running back and everything, I just kind of see the running lanes and kind of understand how the running plays work. So getting the ball in open space and just making something happen is just second nature to me.
Peter, go ahead.
Yeah, Jalen, what does it say about your team that you kind of were able, there were a lot of turnovers on your end today, but that you guys were able to kind of flush it and just go focus on the next series?
Yeah, that says a lot about us, in the face of adversity, nobody folded, nobody just gave up. We all stood tall and knew, no matter what, we're going to keep playing. We're going to find a way to win this game. So the energy that we had from the sideline and everybody else that was at the game, and it's just great to see everybody believe in each other like that.
Dave Matter, go ahead, and then we'll close it with Mitch Morty.
Jalen, I don't remember any drops today. Just how much was an emphasis this week that you guys as a group, receivers, tight ends, everybody had to do after last week?
It was a huge emphasis, coming off that game last week where we had, I think, about 6 drops, as a team. We never want to go out there and put out a performance like that on tape. So this week we made sure, Coach Handon made sure to emphasize to us, eyes to the tuck on all our catches. We're not really worried about the big plays, just make sure we secure the ball.
All right, Mitch, close it for Jalen here.
Jalen, a lot of people have mentioned poise when it comes to Connor Bazelak. I'm curious, what was he saying during the game today, especially kind of in some of those situations when you all faced adversity?
Honestly, Connor don't even talk. Connor's so Carter's just Connor. Like Connor just go out there and just play football. He's just like that poise word is just like the biggest word for him because nothing's gonna phase him. Connor gonna go out there and just until the game over, he gonna play his hardest and give us everything he has.
Yeah, Boo. I've asked probably about 5 different people where the nickname Boo came from, and nobody seems to have any idea. So I was just sort of wondering if you could maybe tell me where you got this nickname from.
Well, honestly, that's actually my second middle name. My name Deontay Dayon Boo Boo Smith. My grandma gave me that name. My mama always wanted to keep it. So yeah, so Boo Boo was actually the second middle name, and I always grew up with it. So Boo Boo just stuck around. So Boo.
Kind of walk us through the process of what it's like being a walk-on and trying out and then coming and being a part of this win. Just walk us through a lot of that time and what it's like to be in this moment.
Ooh, that was a hard one. At first, I reached out to Odom. Dominic DeCento played here, so I reached out to him. Odom was gonna bring me in. Coming from JUCO, I had other offers, but I said I want to stay at home because I felt like it'll be better. So came here, walked on. Coach has been liking me. I work hard every day. I personally believe I do, but it's a lot different than coming from like being somebody or whatever. Just being a walk on, it humbles you. I feel like being from JUCO struggle, coming to be a walk on humbles you. So that's what makes me come here every day to work and be proud that I'm where I'm at.
Colin O'Brien, go ahead, Colin.
Hey, Boo. I guess I hope I can call you that and not
Yes,
Deontay.
sir.
I hope that's okay. Just what do you like most about having Connor Bazelak under center and what he was able to do for you guys today?
Think about Connor. Connor just throws the ball. Connor, he doesn't panic. Sean doesn't panic either. Neither one of them. They don't panic. Neither one of them talk. So they just say, we're just gonna keep working. They've been doing that. Connor just steps in, talk. Connor came to me and keeps saying, third downs, I'm coming your way. So I don't know how many third down completed. I just catch the ball. Like Jalen was saying, coach kept emphasizing eyes to the tuck, and we just kept moving the ball, sticks, play by play.
Jack Sobel, go ahead.
When did you find out this week that you would be taking on an increased even starting role in this game? And what were you kind of feeling when you found out that you would be starting against the defending champs?
To be honest, I ain't feel no certain way just because every man bleeds the way we bleed. I've been playing this game for a long time. But when he gave me the starting role, once again I felt numb to it. I felt like I've been working every day, working at practice. So I just felt like let's just go out there and just play ball. Like I didn't have no butterflies or nothing. In the locker room, I was just ready. So no nervous, no nothing like that. It was just let's just go ball. We already been doing it since forever.
Max Baker, did I skip you or you got another one?
Yeah, no, I got another one, if that's all right. I guess, I don't know how many times you've transferred, but I know you went to JUCO and you maybe were at OK State for a little bit, but did this sort of
yes, sir.
Starting and, knocking off the defending national champs, did you kind of realize in the moment, this is all worth it, up until this point, or did you have that kind of realization?
Yeah, just a little bit because Jabril Cox, 19 for LSU from Kansas City, Missouri as well. So with him talking after the game, he I got us. And that's when it kind of kicked in because to me, I'm just thinking we just playing ball. And then oh, snap, this is everybody kept saying your first career start. But to me, like I've been saying, it felt numb. I just been doing it for so long. Until now, after you just said it, once again, just hit oh, snap, we just knocked him off. But other than that, M-I-Z.
What was it like to watch your defense make 4 straight stops there when LSU just basically needed a yard to win the game?
I personally believe our defense was already going to get the stop because LaDainian came to me and was like, defense is good for one. Our defense always is. Every day at defense, we go to practice, defense, offense. Defense is working. So I knew it was a 1 yard line. We was literally calling out the plays. That's the bad part about it. We was calling out hey, they going to do this. Defense was just working. So on the sideline, my heart wasn't dropping, nothing like that. It was just defense is going to get the job done. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they going to do it. That third down, Nick made the pat down. I was, whoo, and then Bled knocked down the fourth down, and I took off running. I was just happy. every day. So it wasn't like no surprise for us, but everybody else don't know how they looked at it. But for us, we work hard every day.
All right, Ben, wrap us up. This will be the last question.
Boo, 8 guys had catches today, and a lot of them, I mean, it's so many like, first career catch, first career start, first career touchdown for a lot of you guys. Do you feel like this is the sort of game that creates sort of a bond with this sort of ragtag group of receivers almost who had to step up today?
To be honest, for us to play as a game, it probably just opened all our eyes that we can do it. But I believe we already been doing it because once again, we even got amazing freshmen. So we got guys that can do it. We all have to just be utilizing, play the game. That's really it. So everything just once again, Toski Dub, Jalen Knox, Barrett Bannister, Micah Wilson, we just said we was gonna go out there and we gonna play. And that's all we kept saying. And Barrett kept coming. Barrett Bannister just kept saying, this play. Coach Drink, this play. Didn't care about the final score, didn't care about the next play, just this play. And I think we was executing. And that's really it.
Was Barrett sort of the most vocal of the group?
Barrett is most likely to vocal one because me and Toski, I'm not really much of a talker. I just like to work, but Barrett just got that type of role and the type of person he is just communicates with all of them. Nobody has a problem with Barrett. Barrett's just caring. So he just comes on like, hey, let's go. Simple as that. After a few catches, Barrett they gotta respect you. So let's just go. Most of them was supposed to go to Barrett, but hey, just had to respect everybody else on the field.